On the morning of the 24th of February 1966, Ghana awoke to a voice on the radio that changed the course of its history. The message did not speak of progress, freedom, or unity. It did not carry the warmth of the man who had once inspired millions across Africa. Instead, it coldly announced that the government of Kwame Nkrumah had been removed. In one sudden moment, the leader who had lifted Ghana onto the world stage became a president without a nation. This was not only the fall of a man, it was the silencing of a continental dream that had given hope to millions of Africans who believed a new future was possible. Nkrumah was born in 1909 in the small village of Nkroful, at a time when Ghana, then the Gold Coast, was firmly under British rule. From an early age, he witnessed the painful reality of colonialism. Africans, treated as strangers in their own land, their labor exploited, their voices ignored. These experiences shaped his character and planted in him a deep desire for freedom. He believed that knowledge was the strongest weapon against oppression, and he pursued education with unmatched determination. His journey took him to the United States and later to the United Kingdom, where he encountered Pan-African thinkers and freedom movements that taught him that Africa's destiny must be shaped by Africans themselves. When he returned home, he was no longer just a student of politics, but a revolutionary leader ready to challenge colonial rule. He formed the Convention People's Party and spoke directly to the ordinary people, market women, farmers, workers, and youth, promising them self-government and dignity. His message spread like fire. The British authorities tried to silence him by imprisoning him, but even from his cell, his popularity grew. When elections were held, the people chose him overwhelmingly. In 1957, Ghana became the first black African nation south of the Sahara to gain independence, and Nkrumah stood before the world as a symbol of African hope. Freedom, however, was only the beginning. Nkrumah understood that political independence meant little without economic strength. He launched an ambitious program to transform Ghana from a colonial economy into a modern industrial state. Roads and railways were built to connect the nation. Schools and universities were established to educate the youth, and state factories were created to reduce dependence on foreign imports. One of his greatest achievements was the Akasembo Dam, which provided electricity for industry and development. To Nkrumah, these projects were not luxuries. They were the foundations of true freedom. Yet his vision reached far beyond Ghana's borders. He believed that no African nation could survive alone in a world dominated by powerful foreign interests. He therefore supported liberation movements across the continent and stood in solidarity with leaders such as Patrice Lumumba, Julius Nyerere, and Ahmed Sékou Touré. Together, they dreamed of a united Africa that could speak with one voice. This bold vision alarmed Western powers, who feared losing control over African resources and influence. Nkrumah's refusal to submit to Western dominance pushed him to seek cooperation with the Soviet Union and China. In the tense atmosphere of the Cold War, this made him a target. Declassified records later revealed that the CIA viewed him as a threat and quietly supported efforts to destabilize his government. At the same time, economic difficulties, falling cocoa prices, and growing pressure from within the military weakened his position at home. While Nkrumah was abroad on a peace mission during the Vietnam War, elements within the Ghanaian military and police moved against him. Led by Emmanuel Kwasi Katoka, Akwasi Afrifa, and JWK Harley, they seized radio stations, destroyed symbols of his leadership, and announced a new regime. The people were never consulted. Power was taken, not given. Stranded and unable to return home, Nkrumah was welcomed in Guinea by Sékou Touré, who named him co-president. But exile weighed heavily on him. In 1972, he died far from the land he loved. Though his enemies removed him from power, they could not erase his dream. Today, Kwame Nkrumah still stands as the father of Ghana and the voice of Pan-Africanism. His vision continues to inspire those who believe Africa must rise, united and free.